Welcome to another edition of the Youth Agenda. And today we're going to look at what I would say it's very, very concerning for the soldiers fighting Boko Haram. Imagine that you're a soldier in a country like Nigeria, and in time like this, that insecurity is on the high side, high level, and you are being dismissed for doing your job. Mr. Daniel, in the studio with us, and we also have Amma as one of the guests. Thank you guys for coming out. What's your reaction towards this news? The news came out yesterday that the Nigerian army has dismissed 4 soldiers fighting Boko Haram insurgents in the northeast part of the country. Their dismissal came on Monday, the 17th of November, 2025. What's your reaction? Is that the reward that the soldiers should get for fighting? And can you briefly tell us? Okay, just tell us. How do you think? How would you feel if you were the one? How would the people react towards this kind of news, please?
Okay. Actually, it's so sad that something like that happened in such a time as this, when we're actually having insecurity challenges, and especially in the north, because to me, the soldiers actually did what was more important, which was protecting lives, which to me is higher than keeping one military
responsibility.
Role, because that's them prioritizing the main reason why they are soldiers, to defend lives. And so I don't think they should be dismissed, because even their lives were actually at stake here.
At stake.
So them firing back I would see it as a mode of defense to these terrorists. So I don't think they should be dismissed in such a time as this, where we actually need people like that in the military, because of a role in the military. It's more like somebody trying to impose power. So because I said this thing should be done and you broke it, I don't even care what you did, if it was right or wrong. But because I said something and you didn't do it, then you should be dismissed. So I actually kick against such an action.
It's not the right thing to do. Okay, over to you, Amma. How do you feel about this? How is that supposed to be the right thing for those 4 soldiers? Should that be the right reward for? I heard they said that they disobeyed standing orders. But even when they disobeyed the standing orders, do you think that should be the highest reward for people that are putting their lives on the line to protect the affairs of the nation?
I don't think so, because we know they disobeyed the standing order. That's wrong. But they didn't tell us what happened, what transpired. What if they were fighting for their lives? So you can't just dismiss them. There can be other punishments. But you can't tell me that somebody is trying to kill me and I will look at the person just to kill me. I would definitely defend myself.
Okay.
So I don't support it at all. I don't.
You do not support it?
Yeah, I'm totally against dismissing them.
Dismissing them.
Yes.
So you are of the opinion that even they disobeyed the standing order.
Yes, they did.
You want to say that something happened, because those soldiers wouldn't just stand and start attacking or probably disobeying the orders. Something must have happened for them to
opening fire.
all right. So Mr. Daniel, the family members of these guys now, if they have children and probably they have father and the mother, how do you think those guys are going to feel, realizing that their father, their husband, their child that was out there to protect a country that he loves so much is being dismissed for fighting insurgents? How do you think those guys are going to feel about it?
It's disheartening, actually. They'll feel disheartened, because this is somebody who actually left his own family to serve the nation. That alone is a very big sacrifice. And then you're taking away what feeds him and his family. It's a very big one. As a father, or let's say one who's providing for the family, and then you just lost what you use as a means of provision, it's not a good one. What if this kind of person has maybe a son who is maybe in his teenage age or maybe in his youth, and now sees that daddy no longer has a job to provide for us? This can actually lead to this kind of person involving in some behaviors he shouldn't. The youth these days are mostly into internet fraud. A lot of them are into internet fraud. So someone like this saying, okay, all hope lost, all hope gone, could try to okay, what would I do now to get quick money? And then looking around, you see that your mates are already doing some stuff, and many of the things are actually very illegal, and they can get indulged into it, which will actually increase the rate of crime in the country. And even as the economy is right now, it's not actually so good to dismiss someone of his or her job which the person is using as a means of survival, because
All right.
it may lead to different situation.
All right, Ama, if let's assume you're you are related to one of these soldiers, how will you feel? How will you react to this kind of news that your brother or your in-law or your husband, assuming, was dismissed for fighting for the security and the peace of the country? How are you going to?
I can even do a protest if they will allow me, because
Personally?
Yeah, personally, because what if this person is actually the breadwinner of this family, and now they've stripped this four men of their job, 4 of their jobs. So like, it's so personally, I wouldn't take it lightly. If they allow me, I will protest. I will go there by myself. So it's really disheartening. And this is even to show that the problem of Nigeria is not even just insecurity. It's the leaders.
Okay.
It's the leaders that are actually causing all these things.
All right. Now you talk about. Okay. On still on the insecurity, still on this. There is a post that came out from Oriental Times yesterday about one of past senators, Oji Uzo Kalu. He said that I commend the president Tinubu. He has shown fatherly care for the schoolgirls kidnapped in Kebbi by cancelling his travels. He was planning to go to Kebbi by himself, but the security stopped him and asked the vice president to go. Daniel, how do you see this? Should that be the reaction of a president of a country that is bleeding currently? Should that be the best action for a president to cancel his travels? Is that the best thing for a president to do at this time?
I don't think we're actually in a time of doing condolence visit, because condolence visits don't solve the problems.
Actually,
the last time he went to Benue State and he came back, there's still killings happening there, but the president was there to sympathize with the people.
And even when he went there, the people of Benue came to celebrate his coming.
Yes. And then the same thing repeated after he left. So what we need lasting solutions. This is not the first time.
Not cancelling flights.
It's not the first time they're actually adopting students, most precisely, and young girls. So we need lasting solutions, not something repeatedly being done by maybe the government, and then nothing is happening. Okay, your citizens have been adopted. What are we going to do about it? It's not going there to sympathize. Well, you're the chief, you're the commander-in-chief of the armed forces
of the Federal Republic.
So for crying out loud, do something about it. Not go to
you have the powers. You have the resources.
You have the power. At least now, those soldiers, they disobeyed orders. They were dismissed. If you give an order now, I believe they will do something. These terrorists, I believe, are not actually as strong as our military forces. Because if you actually try to tell me that they are stronger than our military forces, then our defense system is probably very, very weak. Then for you to say that, which I would disagree. I strongly disagree, because these are trained personnel. These people are not trained. I actually believe there are military tactics that can be used to get these girls back.
All right. Ama, looking at the comments by a past senator, on the president cancelling his flight, that is like a way for him to mourn. You understand? In his quest to mourn and show that the thing is like he feels something for the abduction of the girls in Kebbi State, he now cancels his flight. Do you think that's the best thing for a president to do, considering what is happening currently in the country?
Personally, I think that the president is just surrounded by people that say yes to him every time. Because why will you say something like that if you don't want the president to notice you or something? Because what did the president do just to cancel flights? I don't understand. Okay, there was an accident, so I cancelled my own bus accident. What is there? Oh, it's just so appalling. And these Kebbi girls, I would say, let it not be like the Chibok girls, because it's over how many years now? 10 years now. I think I was in secondary school or something when it happened, and up till now they are still there.
We don't have a report.
We don't have a report. And now there is another kidnap, and everybody is just quiet. It's just only social media that is feeling the heat. The country is not feeling the heat, and now you are saying you are commending the president for cancelling his flights. And let's even say he went there. What is he now going to go there to do?
Why don't benefit? What
benefit? Why don't he make a command, just as he has said, to do something about it, to go and search for them? They are not outside Nigeria; they are in Nigeria. And
the senator actually said that he was even planning to go to Kebbi by himself, but the security stopped him. So he knows that. So the territory is not fit for the president.
So he knows.
But it's fit for other people. It's a terrible one, and this is what we are experiencing in the country, and the youth, we are not really happy about it. Thank you guys for coming out today. This topic is not something that we can exhaust in one setting, and it was a good time with you guys, and we are hoping that we will still have you guys around for another session. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.